Alright folks, got another one. Something big hit me, guys. It was first cast since, wow. Something big hit me a while ago and took off with it, and I'm almost in this tree, and I'm gonna net him, guys, because I don't have a 2-pound test. He's not that big. He's a nice one. He's not a baby. I was here the other day and I caught a bunch of babies. Let me get us out of this tree right here. Yeah, I was here the other day and I caught a bunch of babies. Here's what guys, what I'm focusing on today. He's about 9.5. Is using the lightest head you can get by with. That's a 1/48 ounce. And on this one, I've got left the barb on it. No, I didn't. I cut the barb off too. I'm sorry. I had to look so much while ago. I got 2 of them rigged up like this. And guys, on top of that, I cut this barb off to hold the bait. So that's all the weight I got right there. But I got 2-pound test. Alright, and I just had it broke. Something grabbed it and took off like a bullet, and I couldn't stop it. And I just, when something like that happened, you just stop. It's probably a bass. Probably a 12, 14-inch bass. And they do that, you're not going to stop them with 2-pound test. Open water, you can get them in. I caught a catfish last year that was over 8 pounds on 2-pound test. So you can get stuff in on 2-pound test. You're not going to do it around a beaver hut. Alright guys, I don't know what I got. I don't think it's a crappie. I'm throwing at stumps and brush today. That's what I'm working on. If it's a crappie, I hope it's a crappie. It's a nice one if it is. And that's what I figured. That's what I figured. A bass on stumps, crappie on stumps, and I'm fishing beaver huts, lay downs, and I'm using a little light jig. Trying not to get hung up. Now, he bit me and hung me up. And I went to the stump and got it back. He's a little male bass. Let me get the hook out of him. By getting the hook in me, I'm using 4-pound test, so he's hung right here in the bottom. And see, he was probably just trying to get it off away from the stump. He probably really wasn't trying to eat it, right? I don't know. I got you. I don't know, fella, but I got you loose. You was hung in a bad way, wasn't you? See ya. Go back and protect your stump. You guys found another one on the beaver hut. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all guys, it's been a tough day. I've caught some perch, I've caught bass. I've seen quite a few bass on stumps in this cover. I'm trying to fish. He's not a very big one. He's like 8.5 inches. I'm trying to fish cover. I'm using light jig heads. There's a nice tree under the water, guys. I'm trying to catch something off of. I see a couple things that could be fish back toward 35 feet. There's a couple of those long marks, but I don't see any. Could look like one on the bottom at 15 foot under the tree. Come back this way. Okay. On 15 foot at the top of the tree too. Hard to hold the boat still. Got a little bit of wind. You see it? I'm drifted off of it. I'm to the right of it now. It's hard to hold this boat still in a fishing spot like that. Even spot lock is difficult. The spot lock will keep moving your sun. And it doesn't take much, guys. This LiveScope don't read in a very wide band, so see a couple fish right in there. I don't know if we can get them out of there or not. We're gonna try. We're gonna put spot lock on them. All right, guys, got one off the lay down. I'm gonna pick him up. He's not a monster either. Whoa! I'm supposed to grab a hold of him when he swings up past me, right? Alright, I'm just going to grab him. He's hooked in the bottom of the jaw. He's a baby. There you go. I got one way back off the lady now. See if I can get y'all up where y'all can see. Get your head up there. See where that limb sticking out of the water? Gosh, that's where I threw at. I got, again, I'm using 2-pound test on this rod, guys, and I got a little tiny jig head because I'm trying to stay out. I don't, you know, I got hung up a lot today, guys. I've lost 2 or 3 baits and hooks, and you're going to do that. But when these crappie move into these treetops and they move into these laydowns and beaver huts and stuff like that, okay, he's got his tuxedo on. All right. If I can get a hold of it. These little hooks will surprise you, won't they? If you don't reach down here and get a hold of that little hook like that with that, and the bend of that hook sometimes, she ain't coming out, is it? He's a baby. All right. Let's get him back, guys. Go on back and finish responding. Now, guys, I told y'all a couple videos back, and I've said it in quite a few videos, because I know some of you don't watch them all, and I know some of you don't watch them all the way through. When I go to my studio on YouTube, it tells me that most people only averaging about 65% watching the video. So I know it's a lot of things that you're missing that I say. And I've been saying, when I've been catching all these big fish back in February and March on the shiny hiney, you know, my bluegrass jigs and all that. For you guys that watch them all, you know what I'm talking about. All the hand-tied colors I come up with and stuff. The hot dog jig. I told you when that water gets up to about 55 to 60, they're going to move shallow. And when they do, we're going to start catching babies. I think I probably caught a 9-inch fish was probably the smallest fish I caught. And I probably caught 10 of them from February to the middle of March. Now, trying to catch a 14-inch fish is tough. I haven't caught a 14-incher today. I think the biggest fish I've caught today has been about 12 inches. Yesterday I caught about 14 and a half. All right, let's see if we can find some more. And I'm going to show y'all my other finder what I'm casting at. Y'all can see the tree coming in the water. I'm fishing trees in the water in this video, and I'm fishing beaver huts. I just came from a beaver hut over there. I just caught one off of that, and there was more there. They're just hard to get, and they're small. Again, look how little this jig head is. I'm going to pull the bait back. Look. So I cut the lead off of it. Just a little tiny piece of lead. That's all I'm using. I'm doing that because it won't hang me up as fast. I'm using different color baits, guys. I'm switching around, just trying to see if it's something they like a little better. Right now, this water's trying to clear, so I'm using this one called Crystal because it looks like a live shad. Just trying to get a few more bites today because it's not easy. The fishing is not easy today. All right, guys, let me show you. The laydowns are coming out right there. I'm far enough from it. I'm right at the tail end of it, guys. I'm trying to stay a distance from it. But when I move my scope, see that mark right there? That's a crappie. There's one there. There's one. I'm moving it around. There's 2 there. And when I'm moving my scope, I'm moving my hand over here, moving around. Look at there. There's 2 or 3 there. So there's a couple crappie kicking around this area. They're on this laydown that I've showed you. Okay, let's see if we can catch a couple more of them. All right, guys. I just showed you where they were on the LiveScope on this laydown. They're hanging right on the end of it. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I have fished about, as I'm fighting this fish, you know, I can't do 2 things at one time sometimes. He acts like a nice one. I got 2-pound test, guys. That's why I'm not getting in no hurry. I got him away from the tree. I'm taking my time. 2-pound test, you cannot get rough. And I'm gonna tell you the advantages of this 2-pound test when I release this fish. Oh, he is a nice one. Oh, good gosh. Told you I haven't caught many big ones today. I just said that the last shot, didn't I? I just said I haven't caught any nice ones today. Here he is. Bam! Thank you, Jesus. Woo-wee! Look at that pig. And I just showed y'all the fish on the depth finder. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's hard to tell what size they are. And I've been wondering where have been the big fish today. Let's get him back. Let him go back and spawn. Go on back there and spawn, buddy. Go on. I hurt his feelings. All right, guys, the next cast. This is what's amazing about fishing. I just fished a big cove about a half a mile down the lake. Fished the whole cove. Took me about 45 minutes. Over 45 minutes, I'm sure. Fished the whole area, never caught a fish. Seen some fish. Seen some on a tree that wouldn't bite me. Come up here, I done made 5 casts probably and caught 4 fish. That's fishing, right? That's fishing. Isn't it amazing how fishing can be like that? That is fishing. All right, guys, no problem. I just couldn't get it with my fingers. What are you gonna do? Got another one. Got another one. He acts like he's a monster too. All right, comes. Oh man, they tell you what, this light rod and 2 pound test, it makes them feel like horses anyway. There you go. Makes them feel like a big fish, but get my hands on him. I'm gonna tell you one thing, when they hitting it good. There you go. All right, guys. Guys, this one hit me. I started reeling on the ends, go cast again. He must decided he wanted it that bad. Because man, he thumped it. I hope he's as big as he acts like he is. He is a nice one. But yeah, I was gonna reel in to hit it. Oh, he's a big one. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, look here. I was ready to cast. Oh my gosh, what a pig, what a pig. I thought I'm gonna reel in and cast again. I started reeling fast and he hit it. Oh my gosh, what a pig. Oh, hold on, buddy. Woo! What a crappie. Great, look at that baby. He's all right. The bait's on down in there, but I can get it. Don't swallow it in. It came loose. It was, look, it was loose. I could see it, and I didn't think it was hooked bad, and it wasn't. He shook, and it came on out. I'm gonna let him go. Bam. He gone. Guys, I got another one. I'm gonna tell you what, I have been so many places today and struck out. Like I say, that's why you got to keep on searching, guys, because this is probably, I ain't kept up with it, 10th or 12th place I've been today, at least. And it's been the best place I've been. And time of evening helps too now. You know, some of these places I was at 1, 2, or 3 o'clock, I know this sounds silly. You might go back to some of them now. He's about 9.5. You might go back to some of those places now and catch fish, if that makes sense. Because some of those fish just wasn't made to feed. You know, the evenings and the mornings are the best. It's like 5, what time is it? It's 5 o'clock. Trying to keep my hands out of the way. I know sometimes I get my hands in the way. That's part of having a chest, you know, because it's right there, isn't it? I'll tell you what now, he just thinks he's a monster. I'm just holding right now. I don't think he's that big. I think he thinks he is. Like when you get a 2 pound test, you just hold. And the water temperature, he's a male. The water temperature is just right. They like to, for them, you know, it's around 60, 62. Oh, he is a nice one. Buddy, I'm sorry. He got his tuxedo on too. He's all dressed up for the show. Buddy, you all dressed up for the show? Don't you love it when they turn black like that? Now, I was watching Bill dance this morning. I know y'all watching. I was watching some of his Crappie videos this morning to get me fired up so I can get ready to go out here. Switch colors on y'all, guys. Like I said, the colors is sometimes important. Sometimes it's about the way of the bait and the presentation. Okay. Well, he's a nice one. He's about 11 and a half. All right. See you, buddy. Hey, guys. There you go. Hope that helps you. Guys, I'm using 2 pound test. Why? You're not going to throw this little tiny jig on 6 pound test. You can throw it, but you're not going to throw it far, are you? Let me show you. Look here. See, I cut the barb off that holds the jig. See how low that little piece of lead is? All right. I've got one laying right here. There it was before. So, you know, it's not a whole lot of difference, but you cut that off. It was a 1/48, so it's less than 1/48. Here's the reason, guys. I got 2 pound test, and here's the reason. 2 pound test, you can throw it and I can. It's 40 feet to that tree where I was catching them just now, guys. I can throw it to that tree. Okay, this is a 7-foot rod, light action. It's a 2-pound test. Now the other rod had 4-pound test on it. All right, it's a 7-foot rod too, but this one has a little bit bigger head. It was a 1/32, and I cut the barb off and I tied a Rita's guard on it. All right, that helps a lot too in that brush. And yes, you can catch fish with that weed guard. It's just mono. When the fish hit it, shut their mouth on it. If you pull, I give a long pull, guys. I don't jerk on crappie. When the crappie hits me, I start reeling and I pull. You give that long pull, guys, it'll pull that guard down and you can catch them. Now, the reason I'm using a light head is when you're throwing in beaver huts, you got limbs going everywhere like this, right? Your bait falls down in it, it's over with. That light head with the buoyancy of that plastic on it, once it hits, it don't sink real fast. You got time to shut your reel and start moving your bait. Also, you can reel slower. You can move slower because it's not trying to go to the bottom because it don't weigh anything. So as you just reel real slow, you're coming across top of that beaver hut. As you get further from the beaver hut, you can stop and let it drop down a little bit off the edge of the brush. Then you can start reeling again. The lay down's the same way. I start reeling as soon as it hits a little bit. Then once I get out there a little bit, I stop and go 1, 2. A little bit again. 1, 2. Stop once in a while. So you're coming down the lay down toward, it's 6 or 7 feet out here, toward deeper water. And usually when you stop and start again, it's when you get hit, guys. Usually they're falling it. It looks real. Looks like a minute diving to the bottom, trying to hide, and they grab it. Hey guys, I hope that's helps you a lot. Fishing Lake Country, guys. My name is Dennis. Trying to share things with you that helps me catching fish, so it'll help you catch more fish. Okay? Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Fishing Lake Country.